Welcome back to another installment of The Good, Bad, and Ugly, where we take a look at a variety of auditor clips through a variety of situations. Today's first clip is brought to us by Sean, also known as Long Island Audit.
Police department here, they have graciously allowed me to do a ride-along with Officer Pacifico. So we're just going to be driving around town, talking, having some conversation.
In this video, the auditor is participating in a ride-along with Officer Pacifico from the Hubbard PD. I've went ahead and compiled some parts of this ride-along I find interesting from both Sean and Officer Pacifico that I think make a great addition here.
And law enforcement, so let's get into it.
First off, Sean's opinion on some police movements.
I'm not, anti-police or, defund the police. I think all of those kind of, or abolish the police, all those kind of ideologies and ways of thinkings are so, for lack of a better term, stupid. They're just so dumb because, you need law and order, right? You need law and order. I'm a big supporter of that. You need law and order. We just need better education, accountability in policing is another big one.
Oh, and I agree with that 100%.
I've always wondered about how police see speed limits, and here we get some insight.
You're not hassling people that are going 3 miles over the speed limit or anything like that.
So my train of thought when it comes to running traffic, and it's officer's discretion, so every officer's different, but I wouldn't want to pull people over for the things I do. I drive 8 or 9 miles over the speed limit myself, so it's not right to pull people over for going 10 or 11 miles over the speed limit when I'm going 9. So.
Yeah.
As they pass a school, Officer Pacifico talks about how they familiarize themselves with these locations.
So usually when I'll work day shift, I'll try to meet up with our SRO, and him and I will just walk the halls together, just chat, and it gets me more acquainted with the inside of the school, how it's all laid out and everything. Because, like I said, I've only started here about a year and so ago, so it's still trying to learn the whole school. Because my old department, I was the part-time school resource officer, so I had a good knowledge of the school.
Okay. Well, that's a good idea. To be more familiar with the school layout, and so that way you don't have to think about it. You know where everything is. You know where to go in case of an emergency. God forbid. That's a good thing.
It also shows the students, it can show officers just kind of walking around. They don't have to be there arresting someone or doing something. They can just be walking around, talking with one another.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be a big deal, right?
Exactly.
Doesn't have to be a crisis.
For anyone who's unfamiliar with Long Island Audit, Sean gives us some history.
Yeah, so I've been auditing I started my channel March of 2020.
Okay.
2021. I'm not sure. No, I think it was 2021. I've been doing it probably the same amount of time you've been at this department. So a little, a year and a half ago, a year and a half or so, I started my channel, and it's been a very humbling and very grateful experience for me because the amount of support that I receive from people, not just in the United States, from people all over the world. I'm getting emails from people in the United Kingdom, New Zealand, Australia, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela. There's people all over because freedom is not exclusive. Freedom and human rights are not exclusive to the United States. So people love to see somebody who's fighting for their rights, who's teaching them and educating them how to interact with police officers, how to stand up for your rights in a peaceful and respectful manner that I do it.
Here, we get some insight on how Sean sees baiting officers.
Auditors, trying to, agitate police officers, bait them. And I don't really like to use the word bait because, the way I see it is police officers, maybe not your department, but there's police officers that put out traps and baits, right? Prostitution stings. They bait you into doing something that you shouldn't be doing. Either way, you shouldn't be doing it. So when a police officer comes out to me you're just trying to bait me, number one, if that's what you really think that I'm here to do, why are you taking the bait and acting like a complete tyrant? Why wouldn't you just be treating me with respect and everything? And if it was bait, don't take it. Just rise above it. I think it's really important for your job that you do is, my personal opinion is to be able to control your emotions, right? Control your emotions, we're all human, right? A lot of times people, try and hold officers up to a higher level, you guys are heroes. And my mind, a hero is made. You don't, through action. You don't just become a hero because you put on your gun and your badge. You have to do something that's heroic to be labeled a hero. And, do I appreciate, law enforcement officers who serve the public? For sure. But, hero is a term that and some people look at to you guys as heroes. So you gotta make sure your ego's in check and, your emotions, and make sure that, you leave all your baggage, your personal baggage at the door, because you don't want to take that out on the next guy, on the next person you come into contact with, right?
No, absolutely.
The last take I want to highlight here is Officer Pacifico's take on body cams.
Exactly. And that's why I'm a really big fan of the body cameras.
Yeah.
Because, so obviously the older officers who have been doing this job for a lot longer than I have, obviously worked at a time where body cameras weren't even a thing. Neither was video recording or anything like that. But ever since I've been an officer, they've always had body cameras. So I thought it's always been a benefit for us, just because people, in my experience, people may and will make false allegations on things you said or did that would turn into a bigger investigation, but because it was found out during the body cam footage that it never happened, they were able to shut it down right then and there.
Yeah.
So that's always been a huge kind of help and relief. And then it allows me to see things I could do better if I'm on a call that I didn't do as well as I wanted to the last time. I can rewatch it and say, okay, well, instead of asking that question, I'll ask that one instead, or I'll see if I can get a better response if I ask these types of questions. All different tools I'd like to use just to try and help improve myself a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
This video in its entirety is just over 28 minutes, so if you're interested, the link is in the description. Now, moving on to the next video. This one is brought to us by Bay Area Transparency and starts off with him inspecting the USPS vehicles. Naturally, this draws some attention.
Forklift or whatever. Huh? No, I'm good. You need something? Good. Who are you? I see that. I'm good though. I don't need any help.
You don't, so I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing.
Taking pictures.
You're on our property.
Oh, it's wide open, right?
For this interaction, the auditor starts off non-combative, but as the postman elevates the non-issue, it creates a situation.
Well, you can go ahead. You're not allowed to take pictures up in here.
That's a little different. I feel like I can take pictures.
Oh, you feel like?
Yeah.
Well, who are you?
Somebody taking pictures.
Obviously.
So then we're good, right?
No, we're
Nothing
not.
wrong with taking pictures.
Get out of here, man.
For what?
What do you mean for what?
Why would I have to get out of here?
Because you're on our property and you're filming ourselves. You don't have our permission. This is our property.
I don't think I need permission.
Dude, are you a moron, dude?
Are you a moron?
Dude. All right, well, I'm going to get the problem.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, go ahead.
The auditor attempts to explain that this is not private property.
It's not your property.
It is. It's our property.
It's public.
This is not public.
It is.
No, this is not public.
This is wide open to the public.
This is a government nation.
Exactly, which makes it public.
No, government. Oh, okay. Then walk on any military base.
Well, if they got gates and stuff, you can't pass them.
The postman involves his supervisor, but can't seem to leave the auditor alone.
We didn't even have to go there. I don't know. You're the one talking shit. Just leave it alone. Hey, you got your supervisor. Leave it to him. This is public property. It's United States property. Yes, it is.
Eventually, there is some police interaction.
Man, this is about the best treatment I've had from police in a while, man. You guys did awesome. I am fucking surprised.
I let them know that anything that's open to the public or in public view that you're allowed to do what you do.
Hey, usually in these smaller towns, the police aren't educated. I'm very surprised you guys are that well trained, man. Thank
Well,
you.
I'm not going to go bash the other departments.
No, I will. But thank you, though, man. Really, and thank you for your service. I'm pro-police, not anti-police. And all I can say is thank you. I call it an employee conduct check. Some people call it a First Amendment audit. And it's First Amendment, man. We're outside exercising our rights. If you don't use them, you lose them, right?
I guess you can say this video had a good ending, but you can't really say that about our last video. This last video is brought to us by Press NH Now, as he is auditing a state office building. He has somewhat of an okay time as he goes room to room, and admittedly, he is more intrusive than I like. But here's where things start to turn.
No, I'm all set for now.
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? Recording, taking pictures.
For what?
What do you mean? For what?
Why are you taking pictures?
Because I want to, that's all. Do what?
You're not taking pictures in here.
I'm not in there.
You can leave.
What do you mean I can leave? This is a public building.
You don't need to take recorders in here.
I'm not inside.
You don't need to take it
I'm in a public area, thank you.
out in here.
Oh.
You're not report.
There's no expectation.
Information stuff.
Then you should probably cover that up, wouldn't you? No, I won't leave. You're not gonna tell me to leave.
Here, he makes a good point. No one's personal and sensitive information should be visible from the public lobby. But when the police are called, the auditor was good to include the call.
I'm from the police.
I'm sorry, ma'am, go ahead.
I work for Family Services here, 100 Mill Street. We have an individual here that will not leave our office. He's videotaping and he's creating a stir here.
Is he inside your office?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, not inside the office. He's in the lobby, but people were in there, and we have some kids crying, and so.
Okay. All right, so he's in the lobby of the DCF office.
Yes.
Okay, we'll have him up there, Pat.
Thank you. All right.
The auditor gets this employee to clap.
And because of the ignorance that she showed, tell me I can't video record in a public building? I can't?
No, this is not your public building.
Oh, of course it is. It's the state of Vermont, which is the taxpayers' money. Yeah, we pay for this building, including your salary. Yeah, I think you have it twisted.
You get a job.
Yeah, well, this is my job. That's real professional. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for the transparency.
I was a little confused when threats were brought up, but she clears it up.
Well, I'm concerned about how you're acting. You make me uncomfortable.
Well, that's too bad.
Okay? You're threatening, right?
My taxes are threatening. My taxes that I pay for this building is concerning.
You're threatening what happened?
I'm threatening you? You said I threatened you?
Yeah.
With what kind of threat? Just my presence alone is a threat to you? Oh, that's really sad. You should probably call the feelings police then. Maybe they could subside that feeling for you. Instead of the law, which you should probably know.
The auditor meets the police in the building when they arrive.
Well, I can probably look up.
Yeah, I suggest you do that. Because they tell me I can't record with all their cameras in here. You know, the irony is just real, man. Yeah, it's pathetic. Sad.
Not quite sure what happened.
Oh, you know what happened. You know what I do. Come on, dude. Just tell them I can record and go anywhere. But the audacity they have to tell me I can't record in there, and then, oh, there's privacy, and everything. Turn it over, man. I know you told them to turn it over.
No, a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm here to educate, bro. Thank you, man. Be safe. Appreciate you guys. Have a go, man.
Now, I'm not going to show it here, but in the full video, the cops are called a few times. But the part that puts this video in my ugly category is this one.
Yeah?
You ain't allowed to photograph me with a phone. Go ahead, spray me, I dare
Touch me. Touch me. Get away from me now.
I'm gonna
Get away
beat
from
your
me
head
now.
in. Don't be filming
Get
me!
away from me now.
What are you gonna do?
Get away from me now.
I'll
If you don't
you
stop,
dead.
if you don't stop coming towards me, you can get sprayed.
Go ahead, spray me.
Get away
What's
from me.
happening?
Come at me again.
Spray me.
Don't come at me, dude. Don't come
Spray
at me, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna threaten me now, huh?
Oh, I know.
Go ahead.
Right over in a minute. You.
Don't come at me, bro. Get away from me now. Get away from me now. Don't come at me, bro. Are you serious? Dude, you come at me again.
Spray me again.
The man makes multiple statements of hitting the auditor with his vehicle. Thankfully, he's not driving.
You're lucky I'm leaving. I'll beat the yeah, you and you're not leaving.
I wasn't even filming. I wasn't even recording him. How'd that feel, buddy?
How it feels? I'm still breathing and I'm on my eyes are open. So run your mouth some more.
Get away from me, bud.
And I'll beat the
Away from me, buddy.
600 units responding to 100 Mineral Street. I'm now got a second call from 911 indicating he is threatening people.
Oh, is he gonna indecent exposure now?
Yeah.
Oh, I am? Oh, that's you, buddy.
You can't even fight without using pepper spray.
Springfield Police Department, dispatch Morris.
Hi, Brian Walbridge, mechanic here.
Yes.
YouTube guy just maced somebody in front of the building.
Oh, all right, we'll have somebody right up there. 600, 608. Request for officers to the
units.
state office complex. Male subject up there that was filming has just maced somebody
Back
outside
again,
the
huh?
building.
The auditor explains to the officers what happened and that he's not filing charges.
They threatened to me, run me over, and came at me about 5 or 6 plus times before I warned them several times to get away from me. In a threatening gesture with hands, fists, closed. He came within arm's reach. I'm not here to file any charges. I don't care. He didn't put his hands on me. He went away when I sprayed him. He got in the car and he took off. I don't care. The threat is gone. But I'm not here to spray people, man. Come on.
I'll end this one here on this eerie message.
10-4, just be advised, the subject has requested ambulance. Now he's walked out the front door, heading to a vehicle in the lobby. Refusing to give statements, he says he's going to handle it.
10-4.
Anyway, if you have any comments to share, there's a whole section for it, and I hope you have a great day.